you use?
I haven't used it yet. I made the bagel.
Yeah, I think so.
And
But what do you need marshmallows?
For the bagel. Bring onions on bagel. I promise I won't have many. Like 2 shallots. Maybe
fine.
3.
It's fine. I can give you 4.
Count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. Okay, you ready? 1, yeah, 2.
2,
3, 4. Give me
4.
bigger one.
I got 4 bagel too, so that's 1 bagel each.
The noodles I cooked too much. I couldn't finish.
Too much?
Oh, I waited. I can finish it later.
Okay, put it in the fridge.
I cooked 2 packages because I saw it finished. I could stitch it about the. Hey, baby! I just read through this part article.
Yeah, I'll just.
No.
I'll do this so we don't sort of.
La la la, la la la.
Cool.
I think this one is good part we can mention in my presentation. This one, also this one, because this book talks about the social culture as well, and then that the author of the why you don't like the journal article is in this part as well.
Yeah. No, awesome.
Yeah, you have a look.
Do you want me to read it now, or do you want me to?
You can have your bagel first, or you.
I'm waiting for the bagel. I think the bagel might take a little bit.
I think you need to be calm. I can't bagel it.
Oh no, I'll skim through it. So it's this one?
This one.
Well done on finding it.
I think Aaron mentioned, but I didn't read through last time. I just checked it again today, so.
Yeah, this statement is that this statement's the one you want to go, that sociocultural theory views speaking and thinking as tightly interwoven. Do you understand what that one means?
Tightly interwoven? I don't know interwoven.
Interwoven? Yeah, interwoven is like, you know how you weave a piece of fabric? Mm-hmm. Interwoven is how all little bits of fabric sort of go together to make a cloth.
Cloth?
Cloth. Like, you know how this is cotton?
Oh yeah.
And they've got like a little long string of cotton, and then they weave it together to make it into a cloth. So interwoven means sort of
make the fibers.
Yeah.
That can connect together to build up.
Yeah.
A piece of cloth.
Cloth. Yeah.
Yeah.
So interwoven means that a whole bunch of different things are coming together to make one thing that's inseparable.
Like you make avocado and with marshmallows.
Yeah. once I put the shallots in, the shallots are interwoven with the avocado. They're part of the same thing. Make sense?
Yes.
So that's what the thing is that's what your study is doing. Am I right, Hansel? Yeah, speaking and writing mediates thinking. Does that make sense?
Mediate is immediate. Effect.
No. Immediate is, you're exactly right. Mediates means controls.
Oh.
So mediate thinking means it controls thinking.
Speaking and writing mediates thinking, which means that people can gain control over their mental processes as consequence of internalizing what others say that to them and what they say to others.
Yeah.
This is my book. I can draw.
Yeah, cool.
And this internalizing is thought to occur when an individual interacts with interlocutor with
Yep.
his or her zone of proximal development. Okay, so that's why you say zone of the proximal development. Yeah.
Does all that make sense?
I have no idea what's this word.
Interlocutor?
Yeah.
Oh,
ZPD.
proximal.
Yeah.
ZPD is what I was talking about yesterday.
Yeah, you can talk about, but I didn't really get fully understand. Sorry.
Okay. The zone of proximal development, yeah, is something that you are able to learn.
Yeah.
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 Like if you pick something that's too hard for somebody to learn, yeah.
Yeah.
So you go sort of like a 1-year-old doing that jigsaw puzzle. That's too hard.
Yeah, that's too much. Yeah.
Even with help, they couldn't do it.
Yes.
But there'll be an age of about 4 or 5 where if you do it with them and you show where the pieces go, they'll be able to help.
Yeah. So, for example, my understanding, this part is like we can do like 500 pieces jigsaw puzzles.
Yeah.
But for 1-year-old baby, they couldn't. They
Yeah.
could do maybe 3 pieces or 4 pieces jigsaw puzzles. That's
Yeah.
good enough. And with someone who can help baby to do this.
Yeah. Exactly. And this is exactly the point. Yeah. The zone of proximal development, like, is pretty much like my understanding always synthesized down to it's stuff that you can do with help. So if you can't do it, it's below. If you can do it by yourself without a problem, it's below the zone of proximal development. You're past it. Yeah? So it starts at the things that you can't do without help, and it finishes at the things that you can't do even with help.
Okay, so during the zone means you are able to do something with someone's help.
Yeah, you're able to do something with somebody's help or with help.
With help. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, and it's not just somebody. Like I can, like with me, mechanically, I can change a tire on a car. Yeah, that's below my proximal development. Yeah, and I can change the oil on a car, but I need a YouTube video to tell me where everything is. Yeah, and what to do and what the steps are.
All right. And you complete and you are above.
Yeah, if I was a mechanic and I did it every day, I could change the oil on a car without any help.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So the zone of proximal development is the stuff that you're learning to do, and like ideally, it's stuff that you can only do with help, with somebody providing a mental scaffold or like technical support. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Happy with that?
Thank you for reminding me because yeah, my memory wasn't very good. So
No.
sorry.
No, that's okay. So the zone of proximal development too, it changes with people and it's all over the place, but that's kind of where to think about it. Bam.
part here. They talk about this one is related. Okay, I read to you. The emphasis in the ZPD is on development and how learner construct knowledge based on their interaction with their interlocutor or in private speech. Private speech is talk yourself. Yeah, that's good. That's a good part.
That's perfect. You want to reference this in the thing, and you want to say that this is this paper really seeks to provide statistical evidence and data to support this hypothesis that private speech helps people mediate language and understand grammatical structures on a deep level without an interlocutor or somebody to speak to.
Okay, alright. So this is helpful, and then Vygotsky theory also has been compared to the interaction hypothesis because of the interlocutor's role in helping learners understand and be understood. Those two perspectives differ primarily in that emphasis they place on internal cognitive process. Yeah, I think this one internal cognitive processes is just you think in your mind. Yeah. In the interaction hypothesis. So interaction hypothesis is internal or external?
Can I see? It seems, it's a difference of emphasis. The interaction hypothesis emphasizes the individual cognitive process in the mind of the learner. So when you're learning, the interaction hypothesis sort of states that interaction causes these processes in your own mind, and thus, because your own mind has to focus on language and your own understanding, you learn stuff. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The Vygotskian one is more that these interactions of themselves help you learn stuff. And the emphasis is more on the interaction and the broader culture as driving learning rather than just the your own mental processes. So it's not a difference in substance, it's a difference in emphasis. But they both believe that both play a role. Like you can't drive the internal self-dialogue without language and interactions with others. And if nothing happens in your own head, you're not learning anything anyway. So it's just a difference of what they think is the most important part. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So I don't have to read through another article. I think this one is good enough to put out.
Yeah. I think this one's good enough, and this one has all the stuff that you said. I'd put together your your PowerPoint and your slides and start thinking about what you're going to say and how you're going to say it. I think you've got, like with this, you've got all the information you need to put into the thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Happy with that?
Yeah, sure. Of course.
I just want to see if Pen's commented on my thing.
Okay.
Hello? Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile. Sorry. I just wanted to check that the sound lines up with the vision. I thought that would be a good way to do it. And it is how far into the live stream.
Intermerging is like two things merge together.
Sorry, say again?
Intermerging, like two things merge together.
Into what?
Immersion, sorry.
Immersion. Yeah,
Immersion.
cool. Immersion is two things. Immersion is two things usually joined together, but immersion can also mean, and in that context, like you immerse something in water, you chuck it in water. Like there's water in the pot, that's now immersed in water. Yeah? And immersion in language means you're going to like a Chinese school. So if I went to a Chinese school and they spoke to me in Chinese all day and tried to teach me Chinese by just speaking Chinese at me, that would be a language immersion.
Ah, but your language, your first language is English.
Yeah. So when foreign students come here, Yeah, and sort of like exchange students from China and stuff, like by a really smart guy, he's in a language immersion thing because they're teaching him English and they're teaching him maths at the same time because he goes to a maths subject which is got like an immersion element. Does that make sense?
Yeah. His name is Swain. Swan. Swan or Swan? Swine.
I go Swain,
Swain. Okay.
but that I could be wrong about.
I was fine with just a name.
Yeah.
Collaborative dialogue.
Collaborative dialogue.
Mm.
Collaboration is when you work together on something, and dialogue is when you work together on something, like is when you talk. So collaborative dialogue is when you work together by talking together.
You work together by working together.
You work together by talking together.
Ah.
Dialogue means talk.
Yeah.
Collaborative means working together.
Yeah.
So when you're working together by talking together, that's collaborative dialogue.
So which means if you and Pen have a meeting,
Yeah.
so working together by talking together.
Yeah, that was a collaborative dialogue.
Yeah, but for like IT engineers, they don't have to talk.
Well, they probably do, but yeah, like there's dialogue that's not collaborative. If we're having a fight, that's not collaborative. We're not working together. There's collaboration that's not dialogue. You and me are drawing a picture together. That's not dialogue. That's just collaboration. And then when we work together by talking together, that's collaborative dialogue.
By working together and talking. Okay, by working together with conversation, verbal conversation.
Yeah.
I think this sentence is good. It says the social cultural theorists assume that cognitive processes begin as an external socially mediated activity and eventually become internalized.
Yep.
I think it's good.
That's very good. Read it again. I think there's one you got wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, read it again.
Okay. Social cultural theorists assume that the cognitive
Cognitive.
cog
Like cog in the machine. Cog.
cog
Nat.
native
Tiv.
cognitive
Cognitive.
cognitive
Yeah.
cognitive
Cognitive.
processes begin as an external socially mediated activity and eventually become internalized.
Very good.
Cognitive.
Cognitive. You understand what the sentence means?
Yeah. So it says that the process of learning will start from external, and then socially, the people affect you in a group, and then eventually the learning will build up internal.
Yeah. The rules of the group and the knowledge of the group you eventually internalise and understand yourself.
Yes. Yes.
Make sense?
Yes. I like learning. I feel learning makes me feel smart.
Don't worry, learning makes me feel dumb.
No!
Yeah.
When you get more knowledge, you're smart.
Yeah.
Why don't you close the oven, baby?
Because I'm not smart and I don't have more knowledge.
Okay, there is smarter people to help you. Close the oven. Oh. Okay. And then you waste the shallow 1, shallow 2, shallow 3. Oh my goodness, the floor is mess.
I will clean.
Yes. Thank you, baby.
Sorry.
That's fine. You're concentrating, helping a lot, so I know. In the end, one also range of positions are intended to account for these learners to ocular degree a variety of social and instructional elements of history discussed in this chapter. In this chapter 1, use metaphors to represent something that cannot be observed directly. Linguists looking for
Hello. Hello.
what do I do now?
Wait for it.
I can go there. It's still alive?
Yeah.
I don't like the background. It's still alive.
The feedback is the microphone receiving there, and then transmitting here, and then receiving there, and then transmitting here, and it gets louder and louder and louder until it gets
Yeah, so
louder.
they interrupt each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah. But I do want to do one more thing.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Will you close caption? Where are the captions? English. Click settings. Will the closed captions come up when it starts hearing some dialogue? It doesn't look like it is doing that. I will play the sound when it starts hearing some dialogue.